Hi, it's Joe Sweeney here from IBRS. Now, you've probably already started some of your mobility initiatives for your organization, and that's a good thing because mobility has the potential to be truly transformative to many, many industries. Not only does it change where work gets done, but in many cases it can change how work gets done and even who does the work. It can actually alter the structure of your workplace. So, mobility clearly is something that you want to look for if you're striving for innovation. But one of the things that we have noticed with many, many organizations that we've dealt with and many, many case studies that we've been involved with is that over about 2-3 years tops, many mobility initiatives start to bog down. It starts getting harder and harder and harder for organizations to really keep up that speed of development, to maintain that rate of innovation. Now, this is so common that we have a term for it. We call it the burning rabbit syndrome. Let me explain. If you think about mobility projects as being cute little furry rabbits. So here's our little rabbit. In the early days, you can just get one rabbit. It's very easy to get it. You basically go off and buy it. Maybe it's a software as a service rabbit, or maybe it's something that built in-house rabbit. But it's a quick win, and it solves one particular problem. Now, rabbits are very cute, so suddenly everyone's attention looks at the rabbit. Rabbits are agile, like many of these projects. They're very quick to deploy, so you put the rabbit down, starts running around. Sooner or later, though, you're going to want to put that rabbit into a bigger yard. You're going to want to scale it up and put it into full-scale production. And usually at that time, it goes from being innovation and it gets dropped over into business as usual, or it gets put into production, however you want to term that. It is here that problems start to emerge. Not initially just for one rabbit, but we'll get to that in a second. The rabbit starts running around and it bumps into all the existing stuff in this other big yard. It's bumping into legacy systems. It's bumping into data standards. It's bumping into security issues and so forth. And that causes some friction. Now, we don't need to worry too much about that friction. As developers, as software engineers, as architects, we're used to having a little bit of friction in our IT infrastructure. But here's the real problem. Rabbits breed very fast. So we'll go back over to the fence with the innovation. Notice we had a lot of interest in the first rabbit. So suddenly, now that you've got that one out, everybody wants another rabbit. So we get another rabbit. Solves yet another problem. Throw it over the fence, into production. You get yet another rabbit. Throw it over the fence, into production. And very quickly, you're discovering that you've thrown lots of rabbits into production. All of them mostly tactical in nature. Some of them have overlap. Sometimes there's technical standards which might be a mismatch. But really what's happening is you're creating this huge morass of many, many different projects that are all tactical that begin to get fragile. These rabbits start running, crashing into each other, and it causes even more friction, and sooner or later, some of them are going to catch fire. What typically happens is we ignore the burning rabbits, we just let these mobility projects die, and then we go off and we rebuild or we create Rabbit 2.0 or 3.0 and so forth. And while that is workable, it's not very efficient. It's very costly, and it slows down your innovation cycle greatly. And this only takes about 2 to 3 years. You've probably sensed this already. So how do you avoid the burning rabbit syndrome? Luckily, it's very easy. What you need to do is start right at the very beginning, as part of your innovation strategy, is start by looking at a mobility solution deployment framework. Now, by framework, I don't mean something that's going to get in the way. It's not going to stop you innovating. In fact, quite the opposite. It gives you the structure in which the IT groups can help with innovation and stop reinventing the wheel. These documents are incredibly easy to develop, but they do have to be complete. They have to take into account the nuances of developing for mobility. And there are some compared to, say, the more traditional big waterfall approaches that we've got to big ERP systems or whatever. We do have a great document to help you with this. You can download it or watch my next video and I'll talk to you through how you can develop your own framework to ensure that your future is free of burning rabbits. Thank you.